since we've been together, and you may notice that things look different. This Cooking Pastor episode is coming to you from Edgerton, Wisconsin, from my mom's kitchen. It's a pretty nice kitchen, big, lots of space, double oven. Yeah, 2 ovens. It's pretty cool. But this is a special episode of the Cooking Pastor, one of many that will follow as I embark on my first Cakepop job. I have to make 200 cake pops for a graduation party coming up in 2 weeks. I'm going to invite you to come along with me on this journey. You can come along and see what happens, see the mistakes I make and the crazy dances I do in my mother's kitchen. Now, I'm not a purist when it comes to making cake pops. I start with the box. I use a box cake, and we all know how to bake a cake, right? It says on the back of the box. Not rocket science, so I'm not going to walk you through it. But maybe we can just talk a little bit. Just chat it up while I mix this devil's food cake. Cooking Pastor, devil's food cake. Who would have guessed? Actually, as I was at the store yesterday, I saw that there was devil's food cake, and they didn't have any other chocolate options. So I'm like, well, I guess we'll go with devil's food cake. But then in my head, I thought, I don't really know what devil's food cake is. Like, is it just chocolate? Meaning you have German chocolate and milk chocolate and dark chocolate. So what's devil's food chocolate? So I looked it up, and apparently it is called devil's food cake because it's on the opposite end of the spectrum as angel food cake. Angel food cake, light, airy, you know, not too heavy. Whereas devil's food cake apparently gets its name because of the amount of butter used. Something. I don't know. That's what we're making. That's what we're gonna use. And I'm sure it will taste just fine as a cake pop. So as I mix here, as I mix up my, oh, I should read the directions, huh? How much oil do I need? This morning, I already made 4 yellow cakes. And I sometimes forget that the amount of oil and water is different in different cake mixes. Good thing I checked. All right, I'm gonna grab some water from the sink. Do we have any meniscus readers out there? Do you remember in science class when you had to measure something for an experiment, you had to read it at the meniscus? Is that the right word? I think so. Anyways, so not a meniscus reader. I just kind of go with whatever I see right away. No precision baking here. It's a box cake. I will, however, say that I'm going to order a kitchen scale. You know, one of those little scales, probably like the ones you used in science class. I'm going to order a kitchen scale because it's highly recommended when making macaroons. Macaroons don't like me, and I thought I liked them until they started showing me so much attitude. So I'm going to order a scale, and apparently that will help me make a proper macaroon if I weigh my ingredients first. They're so picky and so finicky, you're supposed to use a scale. Okay, macaroons. Alright, so I've got my eggs in here, I've got my oil and my water, so I'm gonna mix. Now, you know on the box it always says, in large bowl on low speed, la la la. I don't do that. I feel like getting out the hand mixer is such a chore. And really it's not, it's actually like right under you right now, the computer in that drawer, but no. I just mix by hand. Mix, mix, mix. Maybe sing a mixing song. I don't have one. You could. are baked, I'm gonna let you go. What I'm actually gonna do is package the cakes once they're cooled into gallon Ziploc bags and just put them in the freezer until I'm ready to pull them out and start rolling them into balls and dipping them into the coating. So until then, thanks for tuning in, and when we get the cake pops out again for the next step, you'll be invited. Can't wait to see you then. Bye!